Hello and welcome to this first BYU Law and Corpus Linguistics tutorial. In this video, we'll look at the different BYU Law corpora, we'll cover some basic terminology, and then we will begin to learn to navigate the interface using COFIA. So the URL is lawcorpus.byu.edu. If you go there, it'll take you to this page, which will show all the different corpora that we have, and a description of what the corpus contains. So we will be using COFIA, corpus created for constitutional interpretation questions, as well as any type of research, linguistic or otherwise, relating to the founding era of the United States. So if we hit login, it will just look for any Google account. And just like that, we're in. So to start, the first time you log in, it should look like this. So you'll notice the question marks appearing in several locations on your screen. And after watching these tutorial videos, these help options, little question marks, will help you remember and apply what we've learned. And just to show you how they work, if you click on one, it will change this side screen and tell you the different, just a little bit of information about that feature. Here is collocates. But for now, we'll turn those off. And feel free to refer back to those as you need help beyond these videos. So the query search box is where you'll type in the word or phrase you would like to see. So if I type in freedom and then hit enter, and it works. So the first thing that it will do is you'll see examples of that word in the concordances tab. And a concordance or a concordance line is simply an instance or example of your query within the corpus. We also call concordances keywords in context because it shows your query or keyword along with its naturally occurring linguistic context as found in the text of the corpus. So if we click on a concordance line, it will show us additional context. So there's our query term freedom, along with more context. And with a lot of the files or text that we have in COFIA, you can also click on the source and it will take you to the original source document. So that can be helpful as well. So then these other tabs show us different information we might want to know about our query. So if we click on the frequencies tab, we'll see that freedom occurs 12,960 times in the corpus. We can also see the frequency per million, so 84.12. This per million frequency is what we call a normalized frequency, which is helpful when we want to compare frequencies between corpora of different sizes. For example, if a word occurs 1,000 times in two different corpora, but one corpus is twice as big as the other, that word would actually be more frequent in the smaller corpus. And the per million word frequency, this number here, would show us that. So now let's introduce a few more features of the interface. And we'll cover all of this in more detail in future videos, so don't worry if you don't completely understand it. So sections will allow us to filter our results so we only get the text that we want. So we can filter by decade, year, author, source. Collocates are words that frequently co-occur with our query term. Likewise, typing another word in the collocates box will show our hits of our query term co-occurring with the term that we type in. So if we want to see freedom and liberty co-occurring with together, and we go back to concordances, we'll see that happening within this given span. Okay, so that will wrap up for just this brief introduction.